Welcome everyone. It is 6:58. I'm a little bit early, but that's okay. It's better to be early than late. So we'll just wait for others to come on. I'm gonna get myself organized. Don't be shy when you come on to announce who you are in the comments and where you're from if you're new to my channel. For those of you that are regulars, no need to, unless you want to, but at least tell me, at least put your name in the comments so I'll know who it is in the comment section. So, okay, I'm just trying to get my little short, small little area here organized. I don't know if I need this or not, so we're gonna leave it right there. All right, I'm a little bit early, so we'll just give it a wait. So come on in and announce yourself once you arrive to the page. Let me know who all's out there. Good afternoon. How are you? Is that Amy Banks? I'm trying to get my lighting situated. I think I've got it, hopefully. Oh God, you can see my trash can. That's not good. That looks kind of crappy, but oh well. It's okay. I'm not going to get up because I'm not worried about it. Yes. Did your husband fix dinner? What'd he fix? All right, let's see. Righty. You're right on time, aren't you? Hello, Karen Jo. How are you? I was looking at that the boutique that you sent me. That I was looking to see how far away it was because I would have to go out there and visit and do some shopping. My girlfriend was at one I think it was this past weekend, wasn't it, Amy? I can't remember. And she sent me pictures of this new store that opened that had all sorts of neat crafty stuff. So, oh, hi there, whoever just signed on. How are you doing? Thank you everyone for joining me. It's 7:01, so we're going to give it a few more minutes to let others come on. I know that it's early in the Midwestern part of the area at 6 o'clock there, and of course out in California it's what, be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so that makes it a little difficult, but you know, we have to living in the RV. Can you see my trash can back there? And you think I should have moved it, but you know what, I'm not going to. It's been it's interesting, I'll tell you. We are in a whirlwind right now. We are if you receive my newsletter, I put my whole story in there this morning. How's everyone? Welcome everyone. Thank you for sharing. Let me introduce myself and then I'll tell you my little story about where we are with our move. I'm Dawn Duval. I can't even speak. Dawn Duval, independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and I am now in Fort Myers, Florida, and coming to you from our, not until I pointed out, coming to you from our motorhome, and we are in a place that's called Gulf Waters. Yeah, I didn't notice it until I pointed my fingers at it. Anyways, so we are leaving for Ireland a week from Thursday, the 19th of May. So we have a week and a half to go. We don't get to move into a new home until the 7th of July. They've now pushed it back a week because of construction and whatever else, you know, supply chain issues. And which doesn't matter because we've ordered furniture and some of that will come in the end of June. Some of the 2-bedroom sets are in. But most of the other stuff won't be coming in until the end of July or end of August, which is fine. It's no big deal. But I think I mentioned to you all, our freezer went out, and well, it's not freezing. It's keeping stuff cold, but not solid frozen. So we've been dealing with that and trying to get parts and everything. It's been like 3 weeks. You can't even get parts for anything. So we decided we're just going to go ahead and buy a new refrigerator. And my husband called one of the local motorhome places that does, repair. Most likely they'll have to take the refrigerator in through the windshield. So we thought, oh my God, it's going to cost us an arm and a leg. Well, it's not costing as much as we thought. Now, we did buy an extended warranty, and they agreed to the amount that they would have given us to fix this one. They agreed to transfer it over towards the purchase and getting this thing fixed. So we've decided we're going to sell the motorhome. So in addition to everything else going on, we are trying to clean everything out of here that we're going to keep. We're going to leave it filled with dishes and the silverware and pots and pans and stuff because we've already got everything, right? So we thought if somebody buys it and they've never had a motorhome or a smaller one, at least they'll have all the things that they may need. So we're cleaning out what we can. So we started doing that 2 days ago. And I think Chuck's gotten most of the stuff from underneath the motorhome. Now we got to start on the inside, like the pictures and the food and, towels and sheets and all that stuff. We're moving it to his cousin's studio. And so we're going to take it up to the day before we leave. On the 18th, we're going to take the motorhome to the place to get it fixed. They're going to keep it while we're gone. We're going to be gone 2.5 weeks. And then we come back June 5th or 6th. We'll be back, I think, the 5th. Then we're going to take it to a friend of ours in Lakeland who's going to sell it for us. And we're going to move into my husband's cousin's, the studio that where I have my stamp stuff. We're going to move in there for about 45 days. So not like we have a whole lot going on or anything. So it's just been a little hectic, and tensions have been a little crazy. I know, I'm telling you. And but anyway, so I went over there this weekend to find my clothes. Thank gosh I marked my boxes so I knew which closet it was, because the temperatures out there are going to be like in the 40s at night and 60s during the day. So that's what's going on in my world. But what can you do? You can't do anything about it. So. But welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday evening. I know that it's cold out in the Midwest part or that section of the states. A friend of ours, actually going up kind of the East Coast a little bit. A friend's, actually his cousin is in Nags Head in Nags Head, North Carolina, and it was freezing this morning. He had his coat on and hood and all that stuff. Then they're heading to Charlottesville for a week, so I'm sure they're enjoying this, and they're going to Maine for the summer, but anyway, so we are here and we are going to get started. It is now 7:06, so I'm going to quit ranting and raving and talking. I'm going to flip the camera down. I'm going to show you what we're doing, but first let me go over a couple of things like I always do. And if you're new here, if you're new to my channel, let me know and welcome. And let me go over some of the things. I'm going to flip the camera down, so give me 1 second. Let me make sure. I think I've got it. I hope the lighting's, I tried to pull the blinds down and everything. So this month we have a tutorial. I have 36 tutorial bundles or project bundles for anyone that spends $50 in my online store using my host code, which is this. It's hard to see. It's JPY6M6BJ. So if you don't have a demonstrator, or if you do and you want to order from me, I would love you to do that. And if you spend $50 or more, I am going to send you a link to these 36 tutorials. So that is an awesome deal, people. And we've got some really great folks in here. And this is using all of the new products from the new catalog. So hi, welcome everybody, welcome. That must be Linda from Idaho. I hope you fed your husband. You always do. You're such a good wife. Okay, so any $50 order this month will get you 36 tutorial, this bundle that I participate in. And then the other thing I wanted to also share with you all is, of course, we have that wonderful joining offer on the table at Stampin' Up. And this, I'm telling you, I've spoke to several people. If you have a long wish list, or even if you're going to order $100 worth of stuff, it's really important. You may want to consider this. Not only, so the way it works is you purchase $125 in product for $99 plus sales tax. So you're probably, depending on which sales tax are, it's probably going to run about $105 to maybe $106 for that. So in addition to the $125 that you get to choose, Stampin' Up is going to provide you with a full set of the in color ink pads, and then you're going to get some cards, the in color card stock. You'll also get this really nice grid paper that you can use for your projects, and you'll get the in color paper, which I just happen to have some right here. Do you know what I did? I have a paper share going, and I ordered my paper. I ordered some extras the other day, and I got them in, and I was all excited because I could finish up some of my bundles. And I ordered the 2023 colors, so I got to send them back, and now I can't find them. I know they're somewhere. They're buried probably in the studio because they're not here, and I thought I brought them, but I can't find them. It's been really tough trying to go back and forth. It's just crazy. But anyways, these are absolutely stunning. I love these new in colors. Go lay down. That was the dog. So I'm not telling y'all to lay down, I'm telling the dog to lay down. Hi, welcome everybody. Okay, so that's what you can get. So basically you're getting about $191 of product for $99, and Stampin' Up will pay your shipping, and you pay your sales tax. The nice thing about if you join during the month of May, now there is requirements, minimum sales requirements, but if you don't meet those, you have until the end of September that you can receive a 20% discount on all of your orders from now until the end of September. You don't have to run this like a business. You don't have to teach classes if you choose not to. You don't have to do what I'm doing with Facebook Lives and all that mess. But you're going to get a lot of nice product for free. So how can you go wrong with that? Especially with all you getting all the in colors and stuff. So I think it's a great thing. I've got people on my team throughout the East Coast, so I would love to have you join, and especially now with being able to do everything virtual, then you know, I do monthly meeting. I do it's all virtual, and right now I just do a video and put it together because everybody seems to be so busy, and there are most everybody is, well, some of them still work, but most of them are retired. So anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. And I apologize now for the shadows. I'm trying to eliminate that. I shut the blinds to keep that down. So anyways, keep that in mind. If that's something you're interested in, or if you'd like to get some additional information, just reach out to me and let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. No pressure or anything like that. We just want to make sure that I'm doing my job and giving you the information that you need to make a good decision. Okay, so what we're going to be doing this evening is we're going to be working with, and I don't know if y'all, this is kind of tucked away. There's a couple of papers in here that are tucked away. One of them, this is not what we're using, but it's in my newsletter today. This is the brush strokes 12 by 12. There's 3 sheets of paper. It's only $5, but if you haven't seen this, it's on page 139 of the catalog. This is some really, really pretty paper. I will be using, no, I'm not using that next week. I'm using something else. But tonight, we're going to work with this Lovely Layers Velum. And I don't know if y'all seen that. It's $6, and you get 60 sheets. Okay? So you're going to get 40 plain sheets, and then you're getting 5 of the 4 printed designs. So we're going to be using the circle one and then this leafy one here. It's just something, it's cool, and I'll show that to you. Let me move my book out of the way. It's better to look at it in person, right? Let me move my little piece of paper. But here's the one, we're going to use this one here. This is, I'll move it so you can see. So you can see through it. It's vellum, right? So it's got like grayish black on the leaves. And then this one, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with this one, but this is one here as well. It's kind of just, looks like it could be mountains or swirls or whatever, okay? And they're all kind of in a blackish gray. And we're going to use this one here. This is the circle. And I think there's one more in there. Was that 4? 1. But how many? Oh no, the 4 is okay. So here's the circle, kind of an odd looking circle. We're going to use that one as well. And then you have all of these sheets, and they're, what did I say? They're 4 by 6, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. They're 3 3/4 by 5. So perfect. And these are all blank, so you can color, you can stamp on them, color them, stuff, anything you want to do with them. That works. All right, so let's get started. I do want to mention to you all that I do have videos planned for next week, and then I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I've already got the cards designed for the next 3 weeks, and I'll videotape the 2 that I'll be gone to Ireland. I may do the third one because it's a Tuesday. We get back on Sunday, but I don't think we get back till like, I don't think we get to Orlando Airport until like midnight. I think we're going to stay the night at a friend's house in the Villages, which means we wouldn't get back here until sometime Monday. It's a 3.5 hour drive. So I don't know if I'm going to feel up to it. So I may videotape that one or not, but I'll keep y'all posted. Okay? And thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let me show you the first card that we're going to be making. Let me pull out my sheet of paper because I do need that. We're going to use this one. Okay, we're going to be working with, let me show you my stamp sets, Wild and Sweet. I just think this is so cute. We're going to do the Panda Bear and we're going to do the Koala. I haven't done anything yet with the Racoon, so he might be next in, let me turn this so you don't get the shine on it. He's going to be next in the things that we do. And then this is Good Feelings. This one is found, let me see what page that's on. This is a Good Sentiment stamp. And that is on page, you can always go to the back of the book. It's on page 18 and it's $24. And it's got some really large, look how big those sentiments are. I really like that. This is one I got for doing our on stage or on whatever it was. Stampin' Up sent this to me. Okay, hi, welcome everyone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Here's the card that we're gonna make. I'll try to get it so that we don't get any glare in there. This has got the Panda Bear. So we're going to stamp him on a 3x4 piece of basic white, and then we're going to cover it with the vellum that has the circle. And then behind it, and you really can't see it, but behind it I have a piece of the in color, and this is Starry Sky, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Starry Sky. And I'll tell you right offhand. Yes, Starry Sky, sorry. It's got the back, one side of it has lines and the other side, I can't remember if it's checks or whatever. But this tonight we're going to work with the one that has polka dots. And I know you really can't see it, but you can see a little bit in the background. And then I added the glossy dots to each corner. And then on the inside, I put a little strip that we cut off. And then I stamped thank you in the Starry Sky. All right, so on sandpaper cut, I know, hit it on your way. Oh, is it up towards, when I leave here, up towards, I have to maybe stop there on the way back when we get back from Ireland. Thank you. I love that. I just love that place. I haven't been there, but I love what I've seen on the internet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a base of 8.5 by 5.5. And as you know, it's going to be scored. Let me check this because that piece looks awful big. You know me, I've been working crazy, so running back and forth between here and the studio, it's just, I know this is crazy, crazy, crazy. Yep, this is way too long. I don't know what I'm thinking. This better be 5.5 or we're in trouble. Let's see what size it is. It is, it's right shy of 5.5. No, it's 5.5, but you know what? Look how long it is. So we got to cut this little guy down. We're going to cut this down to 8.5. All right, so let me move my scoring blade out of the way. Good thing I checked that. All right, so we're going to just toss that. And then we've got 8.5 by 5.5. And then we're going to score this at 4 1/4. So let's get that right there. And we're going to just pull our scoring tool down. And that's that. Now, the designer paper, go ahead and cut that since we've got this thing open. Let me go ahead and pull my arm in. We are going to cut this at the same as the vellum, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So, and I'm going to use the dots on the front, so it really doesn't matter which way I cut it. So we're going to do 3 3/4, and this will also give us a piece that we can use on the inside of our card. So that's 3 3/4, and we're going to do 5 inches. So we're going to cut that, and we've got these few little pieces right here that we will use. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. All right, so I'm going to take my card base, and I scored it, so I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half and get our bone folder. Do y'all like these in colors? I think they're gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna get our bone folder and get that. I'm trying to get my thing here. Hold on, we'll put, where's my glue dots? I just had them. See, I'm already losing things. You know, that's what it is when you got stuff all around you and you can't find it and it's right in your face, right? So I'm gonna stick a glue dot on there in case somebody comes on and they don't know who I am. I want them to know me. There we go. That way that little guy doesn't move. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside, and this is gonna we're gonna glue this down. Actually, we're not gonna glue it. We're gonna attach these with dimensional. So I'm just gonna leave this right here for the moment. We're not gonna do anything with that. And then we're gonna come back, and I lied. We're gonna cut a piece of basic white, and this is gonna be at 3 by 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just confirm that. You know, I said that vellum was 3 3/4. Let me just check that. That's what the paper says. This is 5 inches. Yeah, the vellum is 5 inches by 3 3/4. Okay, so this will cover that exactly like that. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to cut this 3 by 4. So I'm going to cut 4 inches on my basic white, and we'll put that off to the side, and then we're going to cut this at 3 inches. So we're going to make this a smaller piece that's going to shine, or not shine, it's going to peek through our vellum. All right, so let's move all of this out of the way for a moment, and we're going to pull in our stamp, and we're going to do this one, we're going to do the panda. Okay, so we're going to do some coloring as well, and I've got to get him inked up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to ink him up upside down because it's a lot easier that way to get the ink on him. Should have brought the Stamparatus because that really would make more sense, don't you think? All right, I think we've got some, I think we got enough. I got probably a little bit too much right there, but that's all right. Okay, so let's, now not all of this is going to show through, but let me stand up for a minute so I can make sure I get all of this on here. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking the table. All right, so let's get him on here as best we can. And I'm trying to see, and I've got shadows, and my apologies for that. I'm gonna put him right about here. We'll stamp that down, and hopefully we've got it even. All right, there we go. He looks so sad, doesn't he? He looks sad, sad, sad. All right, so let's pull in our blends. We're gonna work with, I brought in the Granny Apple light and dark, and then I'm bringing in, and even though he's white, I added the white chalk marker to it. I just wanted to have some extra color on him that you could see. And then I'm using, these are, this is soft suede, light and dark, and then these are some of our new blends, and these are colors, I haven't got them labeled yet. This is 600 and 500, and these are towards the lighter end of the scale. I've done that too before too, looking for my phone. All right, you know, it's just crazy. We live in such a busy world. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do our tree. And I'm hoping this is not going to be too dark, but I'm going to try. I think I'm going to do the tree in the light soft suede. So we'll just start coloring this one, and then we'll come back, and if we need to add some dark, and you can tell I've used this a lot because I'm not getting much ink out of here. So let me, we're just going to have to go with the other side. I'm starting to, I guess I'm using my markers enough now that they're starting to run out. I'm gonna have to go start buying some more. I'm just coloring over the tree of what the artist has done. So, you know, and I don't think I'm going to add any darker to it. I might leave some whiteness around. So let's just get this done. And I'm just following all the marks in the tree itself. I'm making sure I don't color the panda. Gotta make sure we don't do that because he's hanging on. So let me just do, I'm just kind of outlining it right now so I don't go out of the lines. Did y'all used to color in coloring books growing up and have coloring contests? My mom and I used to do that when I was younger. We would have coloring contests all the time. Now this might not show through because We'll see. It should. So I'm just going to color this. We're going to just kind of do this pretty quick so you don't have to sit here and watch me color all night. But anyways, we used to have a coloring contest. We'd lay on the living room floor and we would color. She was always such a good colorer. I never did so good. Probably because nobody ever told me how to color, right? I had to learn on my own. Let me just turn this thing around, try to get some of these areas here. It's got some little white marks, but that's okay. And I think I'll come back just a little bit. I'm going to come over here so we don't have any white. I don't think you're going to see that, but all right. And I'm going to come back just a little bit. I don't want to put a lot of dark, but I want to come in here. It is a little bit darker, and I think I'm going to do this little knot thing. So we're just going to kind of color that and do a little shade there. All right. That looks fine. Let me look at this real quick and see. What in the wild world of sports is that? I think I missed part of the tree. I think that's part of the tree. Well, if it's not, we're coloring it anyways. Okay, and I'm going to do my leaves. All right, so I'm going to come in with my, I don't know why I brought this. Oh, this is for the other guy. Sorry. That's for the next card. No, but I have to have new crayons for each new book. Oh, really? That is interesting. Okay, so this is the light. I still, I use my watercolor pencils, and I bought like the adult coloring book, and I use that. And I've got a small one. I bought it at the dollar store, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't colored. No, yes, I have colored in that one once. But when I really don't want to do anything, because a lot of times I'll spend doing like crossword puzzles on my iPad, and but if I really just want like a nothing I have to think about type thing, I'll pull out my I'm using the light right now, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm only coloring half of the leaf, and then I'll come back and use the dark, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Then I'll come back with my watercolor pencils, and then I'll color. And I just take my time and just, you know, it's just something, it's very relaxing. And I just sit there and color, and it's really kind of like you don't really think about it. I just grab colors and go and sharpen as I go. But I haven't had any time to relax, I don't think, since we've been here. There's too much going on. Even my husband has said he can't wait until we get to have get back into some sense of normalcy, if you will. You know, we go to the studio every day. I'm out there every day because I'm trying to get work done, and then the internet out there is crappy. Oops, look, I didn't color that part of the branch. The internet's horrible. So, and that's a big pain in the you-know-what as well. So, anyways, they're having new cable put in, and we're not sure when they're going to get it out there. But anyway, so in the meantime, it's very frustrating because you're trying to get stuff done and you can't get to the internet. You have to sit there and wait. I have to pick the computer up and hold it towards the window, hoping that because I'm using the Wi-Fi from the building, so it's just crazy. All right, now I'm going to come back with my dark, and I'm just going to come into some of the leaves that I didn't color, or do the opposite side, and just add a little bit of darkness. And some of these, obviously, we're not going to be able to see them through the vellum, but I just thought this was something different, and I really like those vellum papers. All right, let's come over here because I've got a few here that I did not color. But I really like the vellum. It just gives it a soft effect. It really looked pretty for flowers, so that's something else to keep in mind as well. Or whatever you want to put in it, doesn't really matter, right? Okay, so we've got the panda, and he's in his thing. Now, when I do the white, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see this, but I just took the white chalk marker, and I just colored the white. It just kind of gave it a little bit, and you really can't see it, so it really doesn't make sense to do it. But I just came in and kind of colored it, so it gave it a little bit more of a whitish look. But you really, once we put the vellum on, it's not really going to make that much difference. I am going to color his nose, though, and I did bring a black, let's see. This is Smoky Slate Dark. I have the black, but let's just do this one because it's dark enough. We're going to just color up his nose. make his eyeballs a little darker. Well, around his eyes, not his eyeballs. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think I'm gonna color. Did I color him? I don't know if I did or not. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I colored his blackness. I may have. You know, I probably did. So let's color him. I guess I better do that. I'm going to use the smoky slate because it gives us that dark effect. So let's come in, and I'm going to come in with the light. That's the dark. Hold on. Let me get the light one. Let me see if I can get the strip to work. And we'll just give him some color here. Oh, yeah. So we'll just color him real quick and get him some color so he's not looking splatchety. Alright, so we'll just color, and there's not much really to color on him because he's mainly white, but we're going to color these little parts right here. Kind of helps bring it out. Oh, little hairs. Alright. That's good. I think that'll work. Okay, so now let's move this and this out of the way. And now, and this is really easy, an easy card to do. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it on here. So we're going to attach it to that, and then this will go right on top. And I'm going to try to position, hopefully this will be centered, but I want to try to get my Panda so that he is positioned in the circle. Right? So, and I think that'll work. I may just pull this down just a little bit. And if I have to trim, you know, we'll just get it the way it goes. I think that'll look good. So let's do it that way. Let's go ahead and we're going to adhere this to the back. So let me get my adhesive on here. I like this stamp set. It's a really cute stamp set. I tell you what, what have you found so far that's your favorite? Have you found a favorite stamp set, even if you haven't bought it, that you've seen? I'm trying to find my tweezers in the book. Oh my gosh, I love the uniquely artistically unique or something. I played with that one today. The bottle one, I'm going to do that next week. So the bottles of happiness, or happiness with bottles, or something like that. All right, so we're going to glue this one down here. All right, so we're going to get him on there, and hopefully I can get this on. There we go. Look at that. That's not cutting off too much of his head, is it? Now, since it's vellum, you can do a couple of things. Now, I'm going to put the glue dots in the corner, and that's why I'll put these on to hide the glue dots. So you can try your adhesive, but that's going to show through. So I don't recommend doing that unless it's in an area that you can hide. So I don't know why I just did that. So we're going to, and see what you can do also, you can use this side, or you can use this side as the darker side. So I'm just going to put my glue dots on each corner, and I just go into my glue dots and I just push it down on the corner of on the paper, and then just take it off. All right, and then we'll do that on the other two corners if I can find my glue dots. There they are. We'll put one right there. Boy, it's really strong. Okay, and we've got one more corner we'll do right about there. All right, so that's that. Let me tear this off because that's enough to get on your nerves, having all that mess in the way. Okay. All right, so we've got that. Now we're going to flip this over, and we're going to attach that. Hopefully we've got it right even on there. I'm going to lift it up and then try to get the top part on and pull this down. Okay, and that's the back side of that dot paper. All right, and then we're going to take dimensionals, and we are going to add those to the back of this, and we're going to put dimensionals in the four corners, and I'm also going to oopsie, put some in the center because I don't want it to sag. So I usually put two, and it's whatever you feel like doing, right? All right, so let's pull these off. So what do y'all think about this vellum paper? It's one of those kind of like what I call a little hidden gem, and for $5, my goodness, you know, that's quite a bit of vellum, if you ask me. All right, so we're going to attach that on here.
Let me use my bone folder one more time because whatever reason this guy doesn't want to cooperate. All right, and we're gonna put him right about here. All right, now see how you, oops, I've got one right there. What in the world? Hang on, I got a glue dot right here and we don't want him there. He's snuck on there. Hang on, we gotta get him out of there. Because I don't want that to be seen. Hold on. Come on, baby. All right, give me 1 second. We have to, hang on, we're doing some surgery. He snuck on there when I was pushing those dots down, so hold on a minute. Let me get him off of there. I don't want to rip my paper. I don't want him there. And we might have to hide it with another dot, and that's going to look kind of goofy. Hang on a minute. Somehow he got on there, and I don't like that. All right, there we go. Get him off there. All right, there we go. All right. Now, since he did that, hang on. I'm going to push this right below the paper because it did tear it a little bit. And that way it holds it down so we never will know the difference. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I was saying, can you see the glue dots in the corner? So that's why we want to come in and add our glossy dots, and we'll do that in just a second. But we want to go ahead and add this to the inside of our card, and we have that little strip of paper, right? So we're going to take and we're going to add that. Now that's too short, so we're going to cut a piece off. And I think this time, instead of doing it on the side, I think I'll trim this down. No, let's do it on the side. Let's trim this down. So we need that to be what, 4 inches? So let's cut it. Well, let's do 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to come over to here. We'll just do 3/4. Oops, hang on a minute. It slipped on me. 3/4 is right about there. And we'll cut that. I'm going to do it at 4. Let's just cut it here first so I have a good idea, and then I'll trim it as I put it down. Okay. I like to decorate the inside of the card, and then of course we can always do our envelope. Yeah, I'm going to glue this down and then I'll trim it. I think what I'll do is put the striped, put the different side. Nah, let's stick with, well, they can't see the dot. Yeah, they can. But what do you think? Let's do this. Let's do the inside. Let's do the stripes. I mean the, whatever that is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add this with some seal, and then I'll just trim it. So I'm just going to put it right here up against the edge, as close to the edge as I can. All right, and then we'll just trim that off with our paper snips. Probably should have done the dots so they match, but we're living on the edge. All right, my Zen now is doing diamond dots. What is diamond dots? What is that? What's diamond dots? I've not heard of that. I've done Zentangle, but I don't know what diamond dots are. You have to share that with me. Okay, and then we're going to stamp our thank you, because I made this a thank you card. And, oh my, did I not bring I did not bring my ink pad. Oh my God. And then I took the markers out. Well, that's not very smart. Okay, well, we're going to pretend that we stamped it with the thank you, because I don't want to do black. I forgot to bring the ink pad. Okay. And my husband said, now, did you check and make sure you brought everything? I'm like, I did. Nope, I didn't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and add this, and then I'll just stamp it when tomorrow. So just pretend we've stamped the inside of this. And then we'll add our dots to the outside. I cannot believe I did that. I made sure I threw my markers in my carry bag, and I thought, just in case, I thought, well, I don't need the markers because I'm not doing anything but blends. That was my fault. Okay, so now we're going to add our dots. So let's pull these little guys out. I just love these. I love them because they're so shiny and pretty. And I'm using the larger ones because they are big enough to hide the glue dot. And it kind of adds a little something to our design. Now we probably could have used a different color. I don't know about that. I think the purple looks fine because I don't think any of the other colors really would look good on this. So we'll put that right there, and that hides. So there you go, you can hide. And there's our card. What do you think about that? It's just a cute little thing. And that vellum, I just love the vellum. It's so easy to use. All right, so there's our first card, and there's a little panda just laying there all lazy. All right, so let's move on to our next card, and let me bring that in. Now that one we are going to use, hang on, let me get my stuff here. Now I am going rogue because I'm using one of our retired circle punches, so just to let you know that. I love the vellum. It's just easier to use the circle punches when you're doing a live, in my opinion. Otherwise you got to get the big shot out, and then you have to you know, run your layering circle dies through, and it's just, especially with being in the motorhome and not having a lot of space, so I'm using my circles. All right, so this card we're gonna work with the parakeet, pretty parakeet. Is that the name of it? Pretty parakeet, right? I think that's right. Pretty parakeet, and you can tell. Oh, parakeet party. It's not pretty. Okay. This is what we're doing here, and this is the koala. So we're doing something similar. I've just got the vellum, and what we're going to do is we're going to stamp him and then punch a circle out, and then I colored the background, and then added the vellum on this one. And you can't really see the dots on these because you've got the leaves there. This is a very simple card. You glue diamonds onto a glued back picture. Oh, I'll have to look into that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do here. So I'm going to lay that here. This one's very simple. So again, let's make sure we got this the right size. Hang on a minute. Let me open up my ruler fell down. Okay, we are using an 8.5 by 11. 8.5 by, good Lord, see? 8.5 by 5.5. So we're so far so good there, and yep, we should be good. All right, so we're going to score this at 4 1/4, which is right there. So 4 1/4. All right. So I'm going to ask you all, you can respond if you'd like. What do you all think about if we did like a Zoom, like on a weekend or something, or in the evenings? Now this won't be till I get back, obviously, and get situated. Do like a Zoom, like a mystery Zoom, where you bring some stuff that I tell you to bring, and then we just we all create based off whatever the measurements that I give you guys. What do you think about that? Wouldn't that be fun to do? Okay, pretty parakeet. We're going to use this. This is going to be our sentiment. This is 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 by 3 inches. 3/4 by 3 inches. And then I've got two, one for the inside, and this is my scrap. So we're going to take this piece right here, and we are going to ink up our koala bear. I guess the next time I'll do something with the raccoon. We're going to ink up our koala. I'm not sure why I brought all these extra color inks. You know, I don't have a clue why I did that. All right, so the koala, hang on a minute. We don't want that. We want grays for him. So we're going to do the browns. So we're going to do these browns, and I think we'll do the smoky. I'm going to bring that in case we want a little bit of darkness. Okay, so we're going to ink this up with our Memento Black, and I have a feeling this thing needs to be re-inked. Hang on a minute, let me add some ink to this because I have a feeling it's getting a little dry. Okay, so give me your thoughts on that, the mystery Zoom. Maybe that's something we can do like once a month or something. That might be something fun. And of course it'll be recorded, so if you can't make it, you know, you can still watch it. All right, I think we got Mr. Koala. I'm so glad that they come up this stuff, because you know, since we're nationwide or whatever. Now we're not going to be doing, we're going to stamp this. Actually, I can do it this way because we're going to cut it out in a circle. So let me push him down on this. Okay, well, we might do that. I'm going to try to do some new stuff. Okay, so now we're here with our koala. Isn't he precious? He is so cute. Now we need to color, oh, that's why I brought this. Okay, we're going to color the trees. I'm going to do his trees in the suede. So let's do our suede, because I think these I'm going to use to color him. I'm going to make him brown. Isn't Koala brown? Aren't they brown? I think I might make his face. This is white. And all that's white. I don't know if that's going to be a light. Maybe that'll be a light color. Anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the light soft suede. And again, we're just going to go around and we're going to do the tree. And I'm going to do the leaves. And this one, I think we're going to do it in the new parakeet. Pretty parakeet. Parakeet party. I don't know why I want to call it pretty. Where did I get that from? I'm trying to change the name of the color and it just came out. Alright, so it's parakeet party because we're having a party. We were at a place yesterday. We took a boat ride, and I need to post the pictures. We did take a little time at Shell Point. They have these. They have the Susie Q. It's a pontoon boat, and they take rides. It costs a whopping $5, and they take you to different marinas, and you get off and you spend an hour and a half and have lunch, and it's about an hour. This particular place we went yesterday was an hour by water. It's about probably 20 minutes by car, or 15 minutes by car from where we are. But anyways, and it was really nice. It was very relaxing. All of my pelicans were out. I'll have to post it. I'll post it on Facebook because they were greeting us as we came under the bridge. There were several of them sitting on the whatever the, I guess the pier stuff under the bridge. They were sitting there waiting for us. Knew I was on board, so they wanted to wave their, and one of them was posing for me. Precious little things. Alright, so I'm using soft suede just in case y'all are wondering what I'm doing, why I'm talking so much. But it's really nice. So we've scheduled a couple of them. We took this one, and then we'll do some more when we get back from Ireland. Okay, so there's that. Let's add a little bit of darkness here. Do a little bit here. I'll come back and do that. Does not look good, does it? I need to take my time. I get so much in a hurry. I'll just do a little bit right here. I'll come back and blend this in. This part of the tree is dark. Okay. It's like a shadow. So let's come back and blend that so it doesn't look so stark. But I just thought it was really neat. And for $5, I mean, where can you go take a boat ride? So what we're going to do, and I probably mentioned to this y'all before, once we sell our motorhome, we're going to take that money and buy a pontoon boat. And of course, you know, if you haven't seen the new pontoon boats nowadays, they're much nicer than the ones that when we grew up we had. You know, these are they're called a tri. They have three I guess two pontoons, and then there's a center part that gives it more stability, and you get to go a lot faster. Isn't that cool? So that's what we're going to do. Get the motorhome sold. We're going to buy a pontoon boat. So if any of y'all are ever come to Fort Myers and you look me up, we can go out in the pontoon boat. So you can come visit. Okay, so now I'm going to use the pretty, let me make sure I get it right, pretty parakeet party. And I'm going to use the light. And again, I'm going to do the flowers, or his leaves. I mean, I'm not going to say flowers. So let me color these. Actually, let me do this side. So I thought, so that's cool. So, and they do have a paper crafting group here. And I went over there once, but they're there on, I think it's Wednesday mornings at 9:15. But I haven't had a chance to get over there that early. But I'm hoping to see what they do. I think it's just a room that you pay, I guess, a small dues, and then you get the code to the room so that you can go in and use it anytime you want. And they have, I think everybody has donated like big shots and stuff like that. You can go in and use all the supplies that are there. So I'm gonna see if they will let me, if I can do maybe my Facebook Lives from there, because that might be something different to do. And from a bigger room and have better lighting and all of that stuff. So we'll see. I'll find out. But anyway, so that'd be interesting. I'm hoping that I can get some of these ladies to help me with my cards. I've got a bunch of cards that I really need to get together to send for cards for soldiers. I have an Etsy store where I sell my retired stamps, all that stuff. but I had another store where I did my cards, and it really didn't sell that much because people don't really want to pay, you know, what it's worth. Why, I don't know, but they don't. So I closed it not too long ago. So I have all of those cards that I need to do something with them. So anyways, all right, so we're going to go with, this is the 600 and 500, and I can't remember if the numbers go up when they get darker or if they go down. So let's see. And they're so hard to open. I think that's just because I'm getting older. I'm getting weaker. And that's sad. It's sad. All right, I think this is going to be a darker one. Let's see. Yeah, this is a darker. Okay, so the numbers go up as they get darker. Okay, so let's color the koala. I'm going to start down and color him. I think his feet, I think his feet are like kind of black claws, aren't they? So I don't know if they're brown, but I'm going to start coloring him. Actually, I'm going to do the, let me do the bulb, the small tip on it. It's easier for me to get in, not, all right, so anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. If I can hopefully get some of those ladies to help me put my cards, like I put them in envelopes, the clear envelopes that we sell, so they don't get messed up, and it's easier, so that way when they come in, the troops, when they come to get their cards, they're it's all in one package, so it doesn't have to get fingerprints all over it and stuff like that when people are going through and looking at them. So anyways, I'm just coloring him brown. Don't ask me. I guess I should have looked up. I think koalas are brown, but I think their faces might be a little bit more white. What do y'all think? Are they supposed to be whiter? But we'll color him brown. I know that part's white, right? Well, this old dude's going to be brown, and we'll come back and we'll do some of his face. We might leave that open. Leave that a little bit. Yeah, let's leave that little whiteness on him. Okay, and then we're going to do his little arms. And then we'll come back and do his feet. So, anyways, I'm hoping that I can get some of the ladies to help me put all of this stuff together. It takes a lot of time when you start packaging up. And I'm going to come back with some black and do his feet. I think it takes a lot. I don't think, I know. It takes a lot of time to package this stuff up and get it all, the envelopes, you know, the cards stuffed and all this other mess. And she's real particular about how you send them, but it's okay. It's going for a good cause, so I will do, but I'm hoping I can maybe get someone to help me do that. I think I'm gonna leave that part white, and I'm gonna color his little feet. And let's see, we're gonna go with the light of the smoky slate, because I think his claws are probably a little darker, don't you think? I don't know, but let's color him. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Really cute. He's a cutie patootie. I like that, how I left the white around. The other one I didn't do that. I colored it more. And let's see, do we want a little gray in his ear area? We'll color that a little bit. Do a little bit right there. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so let's put all these guys back, and then we're going to take our, so what we're going to do is, we're going to, that's right. We're going to cut a circle, and then we're going to lay that like this, okay? Now, you got to look at your paper. See how that's a little bit lighter, and then this is darker. And we're going to do it this way. So, I'm going to turn my paper so it's like this. I'm going to do it like that. All right, so let's cut this circle out. And this is a 2-inch circle. Now, this is, of course, as you know, retired, but we're going to, you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to go, let's see. All right, I'm going to trim a little bit of this off. Not much, because I want to get some of him and the tree and some of the leaves. So let's do, what do you think about that? We get, move it over just a tad. Yeah, let's do that. And okay, so we're going to cut it about like that, okay? We'll pop him out, and then what we're going to do, oops, let me get my pretty parakeet, or parakeet party. I want to call this pretty parakeet. Now it's stuck in my head. All right, I'm using the dark Parakeet Party. And I am going to color the white so it kind of blends in, because I don't want the white. And now you all tell me, do you like it this way with the white showing through behind the card? Or maybe you can see him better that way, huh? Should I leave it white? I think I'll leave it white. Why don't we do that? Because he does stand out much better. Let's do it that way. We're not going to color it. I did color it on this one. But this one, let's leave it white. And then that way we can see the difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to place this guy right where I think it needs to go, because this again is 3 3/4 by 5. So I think we've got it about right. What do you think about that? Okay, so we're going to leave him right there, and I'm going to flip him over so I know where he is, where he's going to go, right in the center. Yeah, I like the white too. I think that's going to look better. Okay. All right. All right, so let's just go ahead and we're going to place him right about here. Hopefully we've got it somewhat centered. Before I push down too hard, let's check and see. Yep, I think that's going to work. So let's do that. We'll get him pushed down, and then we're going to go ahead and put our glue dots on like we did before. And this time we don't really have to worry about hiding them, because these leaves right here are going to hide them for us. So we'll just do that, but we're going to make sure that we don't get one on the side like we did on the other one. So I just stick them on the, as the corner comes around, on the glue dot on the back of this paper. I don't know, have y'all noticed that they roll them on the inside now instead of the outside? I kind of like them on the outside, actually. There's a lot of, to me it was easier. All right, so we have our vellum on there, and I'm just going to put them in the 4 corners. And I am going to, let's see if we want to do it this way. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then we're just going to lay this on here and get it centered. I think that looks good. And we're going to just push down on our vellum. All right. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is, we don't really have anything. This is gonna go on the inside, and of course we could stamp it with an outline of the koala or whatever, but we're gonna stamp our sentiment, and we're gonna do hooray. So this is gonna be a birthday card. I'm just gonna stamp the word hooray, and it could be for anything really. It could be graduation, it could be whatever you want it to be. So we're gonna stamp that right in the center. I'm gonna use Memento Black, and then we're gonna cut banners. Look at that, we are right on time. We're going to cut banners off of the end, and this is going to be, I'm going to trim this down just a little bit because it's a little bit too big or too long for me. And then I'm just going to snip slightly in the center, and then I'm going to go corner to where I did my slit, and then, whoops, I'll go all the way to the slit, huh? And then corner to the slit, and then we'll pull that off. Oops, let me push this one up. All right, so we're going to take those out of that, and then we'll come over here and do the same thing. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit, and then we'll make these tails or banner, whatever you want to call it. Just snip it up the center, and then, and it's kind of hard because I can't see. I have an excuse. And then we'll cut this one up as well. There we go. It's a little off, but you know what? It's homemade, so it's okay. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. All right. We're going to put 3 of them on there because we want this. Look, we want this guy to stand up. Now this little, did I not get a? Oh, this is. We didn't put it. I don't have a dot right there. Look at that. I missed one. So where? Hang on a minute. Let me find my glue dots. Here they are. I don't know how I missed that one. So let's grab one of these. That little boy right there is flopping, so we're going to put him right there. Pop him right down. There we go. All right, and then we're going to put this. Got a messy table here, guys. All right, and we're going to do hooray. And let's set it, let's do it off to the side a little bit. All right, so there are the cards. There's the one. And then let's bring in the panda bear. And then there are the other 2 cards that we made. What do y'all think about that? I just love this little stamp set. It's so cute. And then next time we will do something with Rocky Racoon here. We'll figure out what to do with him. All right. Thank you, everyone. I am glad we left it as white because it stands out much better than me covering it up in the other one. What I showed. See, look at the difference. Don't you like that? The white one looks much better. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me this Tuesday evening. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, and I will see you next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. All right, thanks again. If you need anything, please let me know. You can reach out to me by messenger, text, email, whatever. All right, thanks again, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye now.